Good evening, Floss Tube. Welcome to Just So Sherry. I'm Just So Sherry here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Hello. And no, I didn't say good morning, I said good evening. So, firstly, before I forget, welcome. Welcome to those that have been with me from the very beginning, any that's been scooped up along the way, and any new people that have just subscribed, thank you, I appreciate it. And if you're watching and you haven't subscribed and you want to have a laugh, usually at my expense, just hit the subscribe button. So let's go back to what day it is today. It is Christmas Eve. I don't know what day that is. I don't know what day it is. What day am I on? Wednesday. I think I'm on Wednesday. Yes, I think so. I keep thinking it's Thursday because I keep thinking Christmas Day is on a Friday and I don't know why, but I've had it in my head for weeks now that Christmas Day is on a Friday. So yes, it is Christmas Eve when I'm talking to you for this part. We're on 4:10 in the afternoon. I've been working today, allegedly. Yes, there's been very little to do, but I did manage to go down and pick up something, which I said I would record and show you, which is why I'm here on Christmas Eve. But I thought I'd do the beginning part now, and future Sherry will do the rest of it on Saturday. So, Just So Sherry, I think it was yesterday or today? Yesterday, I think. Yesterday. How many times can I say yesterday in 30 seconds? Brain is fuddled and muddled today. I've decided to have a new start on the 1st of January, which I'll tell you about, well, future Sherry will tell you about at the end. But my printer, now you all know I'm a paper girl, so I've got it, and I like to have me charts in, paper format as well. I like to have it, I was going to say like hardback, you know, like a hard copy. That's what I was thinking of. So I need to print it out. I need to photocopy it because I don't like thingying on the patterns. So I photocopy it just for my own personal use, and it gets destroyed afterwards. I don't do anything else with it. But I haven't got all the threads for the one I really wanted to start. So I had a look and I thought, I've probably got 4 or 5. I've probably got enough to start. What I'll do is I'll print out the top left corner because I'm a top left starter. And I can at least make a start while I'm waiting for the other threads, because I do want the proper over dies for this particular one. So I put it in my printer. The printer ran out of ink. And I wouldn't care. It like pretended it was doing it. There was like, you could hear it whirring and doing its thing, and the paper was in it and everything. Well, actually, we'll start from the beginning, because I'd run out of me normal. I use quite a light cardstock so that it's got a bit of oomph, because I'm constantly moving it around. That's why I don't tend to use paper. And I'd run out, and I've got some harder cardstock and also some parchment paper. And I thought I'll try the harder cardstock. I've tried before and it won't go in the cassette because it won't like turn it. But I thought if I put it in the rear tray where it just feeds through, it should come through. So it did, and it worked. It didn't print it. And I thought, oh. Right. And then I realised I was out of black ink, and I thought, that must be it. It wasn't print anything. I was then thinking, I'm sure, like, I've seen other printers where they just print it's all yellow or pale blue or whatever it is because you haven't got the correct colours in it. It'll still print it out just without that colour. So I changed the cartridge thing. Tried the parchment paper in the cassette, like underneath it. Did exactly the same. And I thought, well, I don't know what to do. I'll have to Google what happens when your printer won't print anything and it's got ink. So I was putting the printer away, like just folding it up and everything else. And I went to get the pattern out of the scanner. I hadn't put the pattern. No pattern. Yeah, there was no pattern in the thing for it to copy. So that's why there was nothing on the paper, because there was nothing in the bloody scanner to scan. I was like, oh, do you know how long I lost of my life to that? Must have been about 20 minutes, faffing on, fiddling with different papers and inks and this, that and the other. Oh, God. And then, to be fair, when I did it, I burst out laughing. Yes, I do laugh out loud in my own house, by myself. And I burst out laughing, and then my next thought was, this week's just so sherry anyway. So I have printed it out. Obviously I can't show you it, but there's a corner. I have printed it out, top left, and I'm ready to go. Turn it over. I'm ready to go on the 1st, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that when I get to the end, because it's a pattern that somebody sent me that I'm going to do. They kitted it up and everything, so hugely grateful, and I'm going to start. What else do I normally talk about at the beginning? Load of nonsense, usually. Load of nonsense. Anyway, we're scooting straight into the good stuff, the cross stitch. If you're still here and you don't want to know anything about cross stitch, you're probably in the wrong place. But if you want to have a laugh anyway, just hang around. Things happen. Things happen. We get lots of orbs and or dust, whatever you believe. I don't know. Depends if you believe. I don't know. I wouldn't like to say. So what have I got for you? Well, the reason I thought I would start and do like a proper one, I've lost one, is that, oh, there it is. I have got, bear in mind this is only Wednesday. We decided it was Wednesday, didn't we? Let's have a look at yes, Wednesday, 24th of December. Three finishes. I know. Who is this girl? She's on fire. And I have got the fully finish that we've all been waiting for. And that was a little bit of a tale. So I'll show you that first, because I'll tell you the tale. They phoned me, when was it? Week past Thursday? I only got my backside out the house and down today. Took me that long. Bear in mind, we've discussed that it's Christmas Eve. Fortunately, I went down quite early. And she got it out and we looked at it and I was like, oh yeah. And yeah, well, hopefully yours will be. My eye was like drawn to the needlework, which is what it should be. Came home, unwrapped it to have another little look. And to be fair, it was a little, and I don't know if anybody else does this, but it was a little bit of smugness, like, oh yeah, it looks really good. I just want to admire my work. So yes, sometimes I'm impressed. Oh, I've got a cat. I haven't seen a cat for ages. He's my best friend because I've just been to Marks and Spencer's and done like a bit of a food shop. And because it's a treat, I got us some like big tiger shell-on prawns. And I've just given them one each. And I went into the kitchen, Jem's up on the benches and they're not allowed on the bench. And he knows it. He jumped down straight away. He was obviously desperately looking for some more of these prawns. Because there are some more. They've just got to wait for Christmas. They've got to wait for Santa to come. They've had one. So, brings said framing home. And Jem. Nobody wants to see your bum. Right, that's it. We'll see your face. Opened it up. There's a scratch on the frame. And it was right at the middle in the centre, at the top. And I thought, I can't. It wasn't horrendously bad, but you could see it. And once you saw it, you couldn't unsee it. And I thought, oh, I'm going to have to go back down and tell them there's a scratch so they know that it, you know, I haven't had it for like days on end and done it myself, so that they know straight away I've flagged that there's a little scratch on it. But then I'm going to have to bring it home, give it to my parents tomorrow and say, I'm sorry, but I'm giving you it now, but I need to take it back because it needs to be reframed. And then I thought I'll ring them and see what they say. And you know, she was lovely. She was like, are you able to bring it down? She went, hang on a second, I'm just going to check. And she went, yes, I've got the wood. Are you able to bring it down? I says, yeah, I can. She says, great, I'll get it done today for you. I was like, really? She was like, yeah, we'll get it done today. So I took it straight back down, and she phoned me an hour later to say it had been done. So, a bit frustrated that I had to go back and up and down into Blythe a couple of times. But other than that, it's Christmas. I told her to chill. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I wasn't having an arsey day. I was having a nice Christmas Eve day. So do you want to see it? Yep. Done. So I got the sort of like a bronzy frame, and we ended up, the mount we picked is actually like a purple, but it just brings all the colours out. We tried loads of different colours on the mount, and this was one of the last ones, and we both just looked and went, yes, that one. So, and I got a fairly plain frame. I think because the piece is so busy, you couldn't have put an ornamental frame around it. It would just look odd. Sorry, I should be lifting this up a bit because the camera. Right, I'm gonna have a mess about with the light now. The camera only picks up like the middle of the video that takes, if that makes sense. Hopefully you can see it. So yes, it was way too busy for an ornamental frame. So yeah, went with a plain frame, and oh, that bloody light. I'm chuffed. Got non-reflective glass in it. It's not museum glass, but it's non-reflective, so it's a little bit more expensive, but well worth it, I think. So if I bring it in, bloody light. I should have asked Santi for a proper ring light. It's cool, isn't it? It is. Yeah. And now I'm about to go into meltdown thinking, I know they'll like it. But it feels vain giving them, I think that's the problem. It feels really vain giving them something that I've made for a present. But it has been made for them. I bought it with them in mind. I've stitched it with them in mind, and I framed it with their house in mind as well. Oi! This cat, do you know what he's pinched? My little pin cushion that I got off, I think it was Hazel at the Big Stitch. This got needles in there. Silly boy. What was I saying? Yes. Yeah, I hope it's going to be all right. I don't know whether it's worth the stress. I might never do this again, you know. I'll do it and give them it, but maybe not as a present, because it's just stressing me the hell out. It really is. Jem, stop it. He's been really naughty. It's not like him. He's normally the good one. You're the good lad. It's your brother. That's the bloody troublemaker. I will let you know on Saturday. So probably in about 5 minutes' time, you'll find out how it went. So, my other finishes. I finished my crow's feet. I didn't think I was going to get this finished, so I'm chuffed, really, really chuffed. So this is, it was Snowflake Pincushion, I think it was called, by Ruthie at Crow's Feet Stitching. I changed all the colours. I did blue beadboard for the white. This green, I don't even know what it was meant to be. It was meant to be a green with a little yellow flower at the end of each, and I've just done it in green as if it was like a Christmas tree. And then I just picked a red. So yeah, picked a dark red. And I've done it on 32 count dwarf. So there's me saying I thought it was like a smaller pincushion. I think it's just because the count I've done it on is, do you call it low? I know you say higher count for like 40 count. So yeah, lower count. So I think that's maybe what it is. And I think back when these were stitched in the 1900s, the material they had was much tighter anyway. So it probably was very small, the one that she did. But it's just the fabric, basically, that's made it bigger. And I had it pinned and it ready to go. So I've cut out the fabric. This is just going to be a pincushion. Well, or a pillow, whatever you want to call it. And that's going to be the back. And I'm still determined to learn how to put, what do you call them bobble things? I can't believe the cat's having a star and roll. Jem. Jem, this is Mum's floss tube, not yours. Oi. Never mind looking at the people. He's looking at yous. That's mad. Anyway. Yes, so that is that one. I then finished, and I was hoping to get this finished. I finished my Merry Christmas. And you can see, like I say, I've started pinning bits. I'm just going to put a ribbon. It was really tight at this end. Fortunately, it's just going to be a pillow, so I will be fine. But very, very, very tight to the end, to the point where I came across and I did enough so that I could count to the tree and do the tree, just to make sure that I was going to have enough room. But this is, now, who is it? Come on, tell us who it is. Oh gosh. Found it. Quaker Christmas Sampler by Carriage House Samplings. I am going to do this one as well. I do like this one. I deliberately chose this one because there wasn't as much stitching in it. I think that's a heavier stitch count. Could be wrong, but it looks, I think it's because these flowers look like they've got more stitching in than the little poinsettias. Poinsettias? Yeah. So yes, so this was done on 20 count wheat by Fibre on a Whim, and it's come out exactly how I wanted it. Really, really chuffed. What did I do it with? Oh, I did it with Roxy Floss Farlew Red. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But chuffed with that. And the fabric that is going on the back is that one. So hopefully, I mean, you never know. You never know. When future Sherry arrives, she could have 2 fully finishes here. You could be. And the other thing, I've got some wonderful gifts off people, and me witchiness was coming out big style today, because what happened? Oh, that's right. So I was stitching something that I got off somebody. I'd finished this, and I got this off my lovely friend, the lady of the linen herself, Alison, last year for Christmas. So I finished this. It's hands-on design. I can't remember what it's called, and I know the pattern's downstairs. So yeah. No, can't think what it's called. So anyway, I literally finished this, and then what happened? Oh, I got an email. So I got an email off like the tracker to say that my talking dog parcel had been delivered. And I was like, oh, yes, I forgot the postman came before. I always forget, you know. And so I went to the door, and lo and behold, there was a lovely card off Alison with a lovely gift in it, which I will show you. Future Sherry will show you on when she does the rest of the floss tube. So yeah, and it was just really, really weird that I literally finished putting the last stitch in, and then I got a notification to send me to the door. So I'm not sure if I'm the witch, Alison's the witch, or we're all witches. And I can hear you out there, and I can hear your husbands going, the witches. They are definitely witches. Yes. So yes, I'm thrilled with that. And I have got the finishing stuff, so I am going to try and finish it. I think it's on a board. Not sure if the other one. Not sure if they're both on a board, because there's 2. But we'll see. I'll find the finishing stuff and we will do it properly. I was just about like turning to me whips and stuff, but is that it? Is that it from Future Sherry? But no, I'm in the past. I don't know where the hell I am anymore, like Michael J. Fox, honestly. I'm in the future, I'm back to the future, I'm back in the past, I'm back in the present, that is the future, who knows? Who knows? So, yeah. I love you and leave you. I feel really sad. I've barely spoken to you. Now I'm like, just going to go. Yeah. Okay. Please welcome Sherry from the future. Hello. As if by magic, I am Sherry from the future, aka Sherry from the now. So we are on Saturday the 27th. Yes, Saturday the 27th of December. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and got from it whatever it was that you needed, whether that was peace and solitude, or spending time with family or loved ones, or having that fight with that person again that you've been arguing with every year for the last 20 years on Boxing Day or Christmas Day or any other day. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got what you needed. So yes, I am Sherry from the future. This is going to be really weird because I'm not going to do the beginning of my floss tube. Apart from to say, ta-da! It is Sherry of the Pyjamas. These are my favourite pyjamas. So these are the pyjamas that I got from the Laura Ashley. I can't remember, they've got a name. Josette collection or something, I can't remember. But they just feel lovely. They feel like silky, but they're not, they're cotton. It's almost like a very fine brushed cotton. I'm going to fight with that light again today, aren't I? Because it doesn't look... There, is that a little bit better? It is. I've seen the light, I know the light, and that's what I have seen. Nothing wrong with a little bit of throwback to some school assembly music. So yes, Pyjama Day. This is going to be weird because I don't have a Pyjama Day very often. So I have got up. I have even got makeup on, and you know, I've got washed and put my underclothes on, and yeah, we'll see. We will see if I can stay in these pyjamas all day. For some reason now, back in the day, I was the last one out of pyjamas. So yeah, but these days I just, yeah. So here we are. I had a lovely Christmas Day. Spent it with the Crinklies, aka my parents, which was lovely. Yes, they enjoyed, they liked their present. They seemed to be mainly in awe of the amount of time it had taken, or that would have taken. They were just, yeah. And the first thing my dad did was take a photo of it. Don't know why. He's going to put it on his wall. He can see it every day. But and then they instantly started, oh, where can we put it? Well, we could put it here. Oh, we could take that one down. We could do this. We could do that. And of course, they've got Christmas decor on the walls. So they were saying, right, what we'll do is we'll put it one side, and when we take the Christmas decor down, we'll have a rearrangement and put it somewhere. The last somewhere they were thinking of was the top of the stairs. I mean, I don't mind if it goes somewhere that not very many people will see it. I don't know. Not my house. Not my. I no longer have ownership of it. So, sorry. Really thirsty today. Nuts. I was eating nuts. That'll be why I'm thirsty. Salted nuts, I should say. Right, let's get on to these whips. So, what have you been up to since I saw you? I haven't done any major, although you can see I'm kind of primed and ready to go on the finishing of the pillows. But this one, and I picked this out on Christmas Day. I didn't get home until about 6, 7 o'clock at night. I just needed, I didn't know what I needed, so I picked this up. So, Celtic Santa. This is my Scottish Santa. My Mill Hill. And this is as far as I am with him. He's stitching up lovely, and I'd forgotten how much I enjoyed stitching on him. So, what have I done? Well, I put the light in his arm. I've done all this rusty bit, and down here did his little hand, and then I've come down here and done all the black and done this sort of check around here as well. So I haven't done a huge amount. I'll put his little cheeks in as well. He was missing his little pink cheeks. So I haven't done a massive amount on him. But he's lovely, and I really enjoyed stitching on him. It was exactly what I needed at the time. So this is obviously a Mill Hill, done on perforated paper. I don't know if it says, oh, I haven't got some, I might need to go and get some glasses. I haven't got any glasses here. I'm wondering what count it is. I suspect it's a 16. Might be an 18, but I think it's a 16 count. I can't remember if they put on the packaging what it actually is. When I get my glass, in fact, I'll go and get my glasses, because otherwise I'll spend the next 10 minutes saying, oh, I've got my glasses. So, yeah. So that's my Scottish Santa. Hopefully it'll be done for next Christmas, so he can have pride of place somewhere. somewhere, somehow. I've got loads to show you. So I've got me whips. I've got another 4 whips. But I have got, I should have said this when I started, I've got 12 and 12 for New Year's Eve that I've been planning. I've got the start that I'm planning with Sarah Stonehouse, our Blackbirds 2026, that we're going to do. And there was something else. Oh, and I've got a couple of New Year's Day starts that I've kind of got. I've got half an eye on, kitted and ready to go. So I'll show you them as well. But I'll grab my glasses first. Got them, and I've counted, said Santi, 14. It is a 14 count. So for all you ladies who aren't sure about stitching on them, that is the count they are. So it'll either reassure you or it'll put you off entirely or whatever. Anyway, that's what it is. And the other thing I've got to show you is gifts. I got some lovely presents off people, and I got some gifts off myself, which I will show you when I get there. So, I'll show you this one first. So I started this last night. I came away from Christmas for the first time. I was looking for my board. Looking for my board. So yeah, I came away from Christmas for the first time in a while. And decided to pick up one of my red stitches. It's been a while since I touched this. I'm not sure if it's because I kind of had its day with, because this was the monogamous one that I'd done. So this is, and I've left the picture downstairs, this is Historical Sampler Company, and this is called the Red Pot Sampler. So since you saw it, I have done the rest of this row of alphabet, I've done the row of numbers, I've done this row of border, and I've started there's a big flower in the middle, and then I've started, so there's some decorative, almost like bands down here. It's about 4 maybe decorative bands to get to the bottom, and I've come down and I've done all of this border as well. So when I pick it up again, I will go back to this side. Before working my way down, I can hear Scout howling. So I had Gem on the last one, Pride of Place. It sounds like we'll have Scout on this one. He's literally howling. Yeah. Anyway, I'm doing this on 40 count Steinbeck by Needle and Flax, and I am doing it with the called for, which, if I remember rightly, is 221, DMC 221. I'm quite amazed how I'm not a million miles away from the bottom. I've just got, like, I'm sure there's like this decorative bit. It is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 decorative of these. So I'm part way through the second. And then at the bottom, and then there's the border. So I'm actually a million miles away from the bottom. Nowhere near finishing as yet. But, so it just goes to show that week of monogamy that I didn't think I did very well on. I actually didn't do too bad, maybe. Yeah. I didn't. It was nice to pick it up though last night. So last night was yesterday. What did I do yesterday? Oh, I went to see my sister. So we have Boxing Day in England, and I think we discussed this last year, and I think it's just the Commonwealth countries that have it. So like Canada and Australia. Is New Zealand a Commonwealth country? Anne with an A? Is New Zealand a Commonwealth country? Or Susan? Or Christine? I don't know. It might be, it might not be. I'm going to go and sort this cat out. I just fell up the stairs, so I skinned my knees a little bit. Yeah. Note to self, take your time. Yeah. See, because I was rushing back to... It's a bit of a lie, actually, I wasn't. But, yeah. So, what was I going to say? I was talking about Commonwealth countries, so, and Boxing Day. So, for anybody who doesn't have Boxing Day, it's kind of the... It's like a rerun of Christmas Day, but happier. Like, there's not as much stress. You can have, like, another Christmas Day. For us, it used to be, like, for our family, it used to be... We would have Christmas Day at home, and then on Boxing Day we'd go and visit relatives. So we used to usually go through it with my Auntie Anne's. Yeah. And we got to play actually on our toys. And we still got to kind of have chocolate for breakfast. After Boxing Day we were pushing it a little bit. My mum wasn't a fan of giving us chocolate for breakfast. So, next one. Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs, and this is a restart. So I was doing it on 32 count, didn't like it with the 2 threads, so I have restarted it on 40 count with the over dies. First one I did was just DMC, and this is as far as I am. So I think since you've seen it, basically I've done this column. Yeah, I don't think I've done this bit. So yeah, I've come down and done that column. Fascinates me that this is only done in 4 colours, sorry. That was in one of my gifts, well, the gift that I ordered for myself. But I think I've hung them all up together. And if anybody missed my craft tour or wasn't really interested, I keep, as much as possible, I keep my threads hanging up because I don't like them getting flattened and squished in all the fabric bags. So I've just got the ones that I'm working with. So I've just got one of each. I think I've got 2 actually for this one. I don't know why I've got 2. Yeah, I've got 2 endives. Endive? Are these words that I just made up? I'm sure some of them are. I think they just make them up. So yes, this has been done on 40 count, fibre on away, milk and honey. Yes, milk and honey. And that little needle minder is from Charlie Feathers. She hand paints all of her wares, and she does a great job. She's also a floss tuber. If you want to check her out, she's a lovely girl, really lovely. So that is that one. So you haven't told us about your Christmas Day yet. How did you do? What did you do? Where did you go? Did you have a nice day? I hope there is a resounding yes to that. If not, don't worry about it. It's just another day. Me mum. So there was only me going to my mum's. It's a pretty good thing. And I got there. I says, what time's the restaurant booked for, mum? She was like, planning on 2 o'clock, but you can come over any time. So my parents aren't known for being on time for anything. Neither's my daughter. She takes after them. So I thought, so I went through for about 10 to 2, and I figured that would give me maybe 15-20 minutes before the dinner got put out and what have you. And got there. My mum went, hello, come in, Merry Christmas and all that. I did all that. You might be waiting a little while for your dinner. I forgot to put the turkey in. Yeah. So I was there till about 7 o'clock at night. I was just having dinner. Well, it wasn't. It was chatting. So I had like starter, prawn cocktail, and then we had ham and turkey for dinner, and it was lovely. She did a great job, my mum. It was really, really nice. And then what did we have for afters? Oh, her and me dad. So me dad even got in on the action. They made cheesecakes from scratch, like with cream cheese and everything, and it was chocolate orange cheesecake that they'd done, and my dad helped me mum under instruction, of course, because my dad's not a cook. Definitely not a cook. He does a mean scrambled eggs. If you want anything else, you're on your own. So yes, he was under instruction. My mum said he made a great sous chef. So it was lovely. Yeah, they did a great job. Definitely. I'll go back. Okay. And of course, Miss Christmas Eve, and I'll need to keep stitching on her, because if I just do it coming up to Christmas, I don't even think 10 years would do it, to be fair. So, where did I get with her? Yes. Oh, yes. Starting to remember now. Where's my clips? So yesterday, Boxing Day, I went over to see my sister. They did the, my sister does a Boxing Day dip, because we're not far from the sea, like literally half a mile. So they do a Boxing Day dip for charity. So she did that in the morning. I didn't bother. I used to do cold water swimming, so I can't see the point of just going in and running back out again. If I'm going in for a swim properly. But so yeah, I didn't bother going down. But she did that, and then I went over to see her and the kids, because they spent Christmas with their dad over in the Lake District. So yeah, it was nice to see them. And my nephew, he was in a crash, he got a new car. He only passed his test, well, I don't know, just before Christmas. Well, no, would have been middle to end of November. It was about the 20th of November. And he got a car. He didn't even have it 12 hours, and someone went in, well, totally, like, smashed the whole thing up. The other car was on fire and everything. It was terrifying. So he's getting another new car, possibly today. So we'll see. Yes, Miss Christmas Eve. So this has been done on Capricorn by Sparklies. It's either a 32 count or a 28 count. I'm not sure which one. I think it might be a 28 count, because I'm doing it with 2 threads, and this is stitching up beautifully. Really is. Like, the threads are lying properly. There's enough room for them to come through the holes, basically. So what have I done since you saw her? Well, I have finished her head. So I've put in all of these. So I think the only thing that's left around here now is beads. And around here, this is all beads now to go in. There is, it looks like I've missed a bit, and I haven't. It's lighter there. That's our neck and our face. Had to do a little bit of frogging around our collar. Collar? Is that what you call it? Choker. Poor Christmas Eve. Taking you by your collar. So I had to do a bit of that, and I came down, there was bits missing around here, and I've put in I'm assuming this is meant to be a bit of ribbon as well, maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. Where's the I can see I've just shown you, so it can't be far. I don't really know. It might be ribbon, might not be. And basically, and I came down here and I've started to put her arm in. So I'm just at the point of putting her gloves in. For some reason, I haven't got it white. I'm doing it all with the Cold 4 DMC. But I haven't got a white in here. I don't really know why. So, yeah. So it's just really starting to... And I'm trying to do it differently. I'm trying to do it where, even if it's only 1 or 2 stitches, I'm putting it in. I'm going to put it in, work from top to bottom, and put it all in as I go. Kind of, maybe. I'm trying to do it a little bit more than I used to. What I usually do is I'll put, so say there's all this like dark green here. I'll do a chunk of this and then I'll go back and do something a bit more intricate, a bit more counted. And then I'll put another chunk of green in and go back and do another little bit. So it's to try and split up the bits that you've got to concentrate on a little bit more with some of the block stitching. And I think that was all I did on her. But yeah, she's going to be a beauty. She really is. It's going to take some doing though. All these bows around here. This is going to be... Yeah, it could be a few years in the making for this. So, that is that. I don't think I've got anything else to tell you. When did I speak to you? It was Christmas Eve, wasn't it? I'm not taking any time off work apart from 31st. And I've booked that off specifically to do my 12 in 12, which I'll chat about when we get there. Other than that, I'm just letting Claire have the time. And then I've got some time off in January and then a week off in February. I'm not saying I'm not child friendly, but yeah, we all know I'm not child friendly. So I tend not to take time off when there's when the little darlings and the little cherubs are around. I kind of, yeah, I'll just like shrink back into my house and kind of just stay here barricaded in. And when the children's are nicely tucked up in their school, that's the time that Sherry comes out and explores. So, last one, last whip. Snow Queen. This. Yeah. I'm starting to see the light. There is a pinprick. There is a pinprick of light. I am just, if I stand on my tiptoes really, really, really high, I can just see the end. Yes. I am itching to get back to this today. So looking forward to getting back to this today. Right, where am I? I'm putting it on the board properly. And I can already feel my stomach's in knots to finish it. like, oh my God, what am I going to do when I've got to stitch on anymore? That has started to happen. That sort of, oh my God. So, she is there. So what have I done since I saw her? Since you last saw her, and I last saw her. So I've come along here. So this ending is all done. All of the actual, I was calling it like fibre stitching. So all the actual stitching is all done. I came back and I have filled in now all of this bit at the bottom I need to do, but other than that I've done this bit and I've started putting the whisper white in. So can you see there? And it looks fabulous. It really does look good. I don't know if you can see it. So it's got a really nice, enough fluff so that it looks more sort of sumptuous, but not too much that it looks like you've got a whole load of cotton wool in the middle of the rest of the normal stitches. But yeah, so I've done that. And I did I do another 2 of these snowflakes? So today, that is what I'll be working on. I will be working on her fur at the bottom. Because I couldn't decide whether to do the whisper white last or do the beads last. So you can see, hopefully on here, there's a lot of missing stitches, and that's where beads are going to go. And I just couldn't decide which one, because I didn't want to do the whisper white too soon and have it constantly not touched, because I wouldn't deliberately touch it, but when you're moving it around and folding it up and this, that and the other, I didn't want it getting sort of grubby or like taking away the texture. So I wanted to do it as last as humanly possible. Yes, I wanted to put it off to be like the last thing. But trying to count to get the beads in as well, I was like, oh, I'm not sure. Once you've got beads in, it's harder to sometimes get your needle where it needs to go. You've got to like squirm around beads to get into the hole sometimes. So I finally plucked up the courage and I went with the whisper last, and then it'll be the beads. So what else have I got? I've got some stuff, I talked about this, I've got some stuff down here. And she's got a little bit of sort of land, if you like, along here, along under her hoof. And some bits at the end as well here. So like just bits to give you the perception of she's standing on a floor. I'll bring it in. You see what I mean, don't you? So just the perception that there is the earth below her. So yeah, so once I get this bit done, I will then, the plan is to start at the top and work down for me beads, because I'm a top down stitcher anyway, so I don't think I could go up. That would just confuse the hell out of me. So I think I'm going to go top down. I think I'm going to start at her head and work down. This has been done with all the called for DMC, Crynex and Karen water lilies, and it's done on the 32 count with Shelt Twilight. I think I get it wrong every week, don't I? Oh, no, it is. It's Twilight. Yes, got it right. Miracle. Miracle, miracle, miracle. So that is the end of my stitching. but we've still got a good bit to chat about. So if you would like to hang around, that would be really lovely. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. I won't force you. But I hope you've stayed in your jammies, and I hope you're going to have yourself, even if you don't have a jammy day today, I hope you have one at some point, and be very, 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 very kind to yourself. And I shall tell you why. Because you're worth it. Right, let's get this all sorted, and I'll be back with you. So I think we'll do gifts first, because I need to show you the gifts to talk about my forward plans and about the New Year's Eve, etc, etc. So what did I get gift wise? Well, I got this really lovely card from the Lady of the Linens herself. Yes, this was from Alison, and she also sent me this that she's made. Isn't that just perfect? Alison, I know this is from something that's doing me head in, so I need to know what it's from, where the pattern's from. I don't know if it's to do with it. I assume it's something to do with Aquath, because I've seen this somewhere. I've definitely seen it somewhere recently. But it's fabulous. I love this. I love homemade things. I do. Funnily enough, I do. Hopefully my mum and dad do as well. I haven't got a choice in the matter. So, yes. And I got that off Alison. And I got that on Christmas Eve. So that was really, really lovely. Now, I got this next one on the day before Christmas Eve, but it did state on it not to be opened until the 25th. And do you know what? I did. I actually managed not to open it until Christmas morning. It was so lovely having something to unwrap on Christmas morning. It was really sweet. But I got this gorgeous card, and it was off my lovely friend Anne with an E. Yep, if you know, you know. So Anne with an E, I got that from. And she also sent, I got a massive bar of chocolate from New Zealand. Been itching to start. I kept it up here so that I didn't constantly look at it to start it. And I got this, and apparently this was meant, she sent me a lovely parcel a little while ago, and this was meant to go in that parcel. So it's a needle minder, and it's those lovely little, they're like penguin-y type things, but they're only like little, from New Zealand. So yeah, I've got that needle minder. Do you know what I really liked about this? It's on the back, it's got a coin. To for the sticky bit for the other side of the magnet. It's got a hell of a pull as well. I think that's fab. I love that. Do love that. And she sent me a scissor fob keychain type thing with my name on. Just so sure. Oh God, where the hell's my finger? Where's my finger? It's on your hand. Just so Sherry at the bottom. I have no idea what type of bird this is, but it looks cute. And I didn't know how to Google it. Anne with an E. What bird is it? I love this. And also some finishing fabric. Now, I can't tell you how much I love this. This is a perfect finishing fabric. Especially like for a pillow or something. And there's a good chunk of it as well. Real good chunk. Thank you so much, Anne. I was blown away. Genuinely didn't expect anything. So I am hugely grateful to people for thinking of me. Really, really, really lovely. So they are that. Oh, and I forgot the pièce de résistance of Anne with an E is a pattern. Black Sheep Wool Company by Plum Street. I have never seen this, and I don't know why I haven't seen this, but I haven't. I have not seen this. So this is called Sophie's Sheep. And she said it reminded her of the tale I told about Courtney when she went to school dressed up as Baba Black Sheep. Got Mitch at the start there. I think that's fab. I love that. Really, 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 really love that. Thank you, Anne. Thank you. I then ordered from my good friend Rachel of the Talking Dog. I had 8 things left to pick for this year for my challenge. So I've had a challenge ongoing where I was only allowed to buy 3 things a month that I wanted. This didn't include things I needed. So if I needed a thread or a specific fabric, something like that, that didn't count. I discovered, what did I learn from it? Well, I discovered I am very, very, very astute at finding loopholes. That's what I discovered. So I think I got away with buying a little bit more than 3 things a month. However, I didn't go anywhere near buying what I would have bought. Again, what did I learn from it? Quite a lot, actually, because I don't feel badly done to that I haven't bought a lot of stuff this year. And I can't remember a lot of the stuff that I'm thinking, like the sort of things that you think, oh, I'm going to have that, I'm going to have that, I'm going to put that one side, it's going to be in me cart for like the next 7 months. Those sorts of things, I can't even remember any that I'm still desperate to have. So it just goes to show that out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. I started to struggle the back end of the summer when Needlework Marketplace, is that what it's called, came out. Started to struggle then. Didn't struggle during Nashville. I think I was like still head down, doing well, staying away from anything Nashville related. So I got away with that. So, as I said, I've got 8 things left to get. So, number 1, Jardin Privé. I wanted this actually before Christmas, but yeah, red stitch and a Christmas stitch. I suspect this is going to be at the top of my stitch list for Christmas next year. Might even start in July. I think it's going to be fab. And I'm going to do it much like I've done, or that I'm doing the historical sampler. So I'll change it. I'll do it on like a grungy fabric with a dark red. And I'll use an over dye for it. So I got that. I got this. Goodbye Fall. I've got Hello Fall. I've done Hello Fall. But I really like this because this is like for November. So, sort of September, October, we can do Hello Fall. That can be out. But November is kind of a bit of a dead month. It's a transitional month. You're transitioning from autumn into winter. So I really like this. Which is why I bought it, funnily enough. Now, this is the only... Now, I am 99.9% positive this was an Aquith... It wasn't an Aquith release. This was a Nashville release. And I had been after this for ages and ages and ages. So I finally got it. Cross Stitch Antiques. Mary Colby, Aquat School 1803. So this is around the medallion motifs that Aquath was linked to. Well, yeah, it was what Aquath is known for. And I have got another one of these. So far I've got 1, 2, 3, and I've got another one of these which is sitting at my daughter's cabin in Tahoe, because you could only get it if you were in the US. So I've ordered it, and it is sitting with her. So there is another one of these to come. And the last one I got, Gifts of the Season, Blackbird Designs. So myself and Sarah are going to be doing a book of blackbirds next year. So we're going to pick a small blackbird to do every month, to size around 5 by 4 kind of thing. So what I'm making a point of doing is steadily throughout the year buying more and more of the blackbird books. I've already got quite a lot. Well, I think I've got quite a lot. Well, let's see, quite a lot. I've got 6. So I've got some of them. So I am going to take 2026 to be a year where I build up my blackbird collection. So I started here, and I started with Gifts of the Season. I thought it was a perfect title for my Christmas present to me. And have I already decided which one I'm going to do out of it? I don't think I have. I don't know. Don't know yet. So I got those. So that is 1, 2, plus 3, plus 1 from America. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have got some fabric on its way. So that will be 6. I've got 2 more things I can get. I think I've got 2 more things I can get. Yes. Because I have got a whole load of other things, but these don't count. Or maybe I should just count them as one. So they were the gifts I got. So if we go into sort of forward plans now, because I gave Rachel a mission to collect my monthlies for 2026, and I decided to do the October House Fibre Arts Year of the Shepherd. So we've got Year of Shepherd and Year of the Blackbird. So I've taken the 31st off. 12 by 12 was Kia B's brainchild, or good few years ago now, and it's 12 new starts in 12 hours on New Year's Eve. That's what it started as, I believe. It's evolved to where people they make it their own. They might have 12 whips, they might have 6 whips, 6 new starts, they might have 8 whips and 4 new starts. They might just get 3 and get through 3 of them on that day, because you've got to put a lot of time into it. So if you've got a family and things that you've got to be running around after on New Year's Eve as well, this isn't probably going to be doable for you. I'm very, very, very lucky that I've took the day off work, and I'll probably start at about 7 in the morning and do 7 till 7. So, but again, I'm going to do it where I'm literally just putting in, probably I'm going to put in something like 5 stitches into each one and see where I am. And then if I've got lots more time left, I'll go back and start and put a few more stitches in. So I'm not putting myself under any pressure at all. I'm doing like 5 stitches. That's all I'm asking of myself. And we will see if I get anything more done with that. So I got these from Rachel. and they are as follows. So January, February, March, there is not an April or a May yet. They are busy designing it, so that hasn't come out yet. So then there's June, July, and I will do this because I think across the world, obviously, we all know Independence Day. So it might not be something I celebrate, but I don't think that stops me from acknowledging that Independence Day is a real thing, and it's a real thing in another country. So yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make myself American for the day. So August, like September, October, I love the little mound that he's standing on, those October colours. November and December. So I got those from Rachel. I'm not counting them because they're for next year. Even though, yes, I'm starting them in this year. I'll tell you what, right, I'll count them as one. So there's 10 of them. I'll count them as one. Which means have I got one left? Maybe. So I think what I started looking at fabrics yesterday. I think I've got a chunk of this to use. I think this is Platinum by Zweigart. And I got it from Historical Sampler Company. And I think it's either the pot sampler or red pot sampler was meant to be done on, but I've switched it to a 40 count or a 36 count, something like that. Oh yeah, they were both 40 counts, yeah, because one was the XG, wasn't it? So I thought I'll use this for some of it. So this is 32 count. So I need to cut chunks up to have that done by New Year's Eve. So I'm literally good to go. I'll have a folder with each month in and the threads that I need. I think I'm umming and ahhing at the moment between doing the overdyes or not, or whether to just do the DMC. I'll ponder some more on it, I think, because there's not a huge amount to it for the overdyes. But I think there is enough that you would see it. You would see the variegation. So, what are they? Oh, so they're a mix of Classic Colourworks, Gentle Arts and Wix Dye Works on this particular one anyway. So I assume they're all... Yeah, they're all those. So I'll have a think a little bit more on what I'm going to do. So that's going to be New Year's Eve. Now I did say, didn't I, that there was only 10 of them because April and May haven't been done yet. So that would be 10 on New Year's Eve. So I've got another 2. So the other 2 that I'm going to start are these 2. So this one is going to be a restart. So much like my Christmas garden, started this on 32 count a couple of years ago, but I just don't like it. So Winter Rose Manor by With Thy Needle and Thread, and this was what I've done on it. So yes, I've done quite a bit, but I just don't like it. It's this bit I don't like. It's the basket. You can't really see it. And I think what's happened is because Christmas Garden, I'm enjoying that so much now that I've switched to 40 count. I think I've got the same in my head now where if I stitched on this, I could do it and I could finish it, but it would be a task to do it, not a labour of love. There would be no real love in it. So I either carry on and do it now and again, and I might get it done in about 20 years' time, or I restart it and start with a fabric that I prefer to stitch on. So that is what I'm going to do. I am going to start it on Winter Brew by R&R. So I think that'll go quite nicely. It will show up the conch. So this is the conch. So that's going to show up really quite nicely in the for the bowl roasted marshmallow. So I'm going to put some stitches in on that one. So that's that one that I'm going to do. Yes. Yes, sorry. Having a little conversation with myself in my head, which is unusual because I normally have them out loud. And the last one that I'm going to start is this one, The Light of Winter by With Thy Needle and Thread, again, Brenda Gervais. I got this fully kitted from a lovely, lovely lady called Rhonda O'Neill, and I hadn't been long doing Flossworks. What is that? Floss tube. And I'd been moaning that we can't get With Thy Needle and Thread in the UK. I mean, we can, because you can get it from Colorado Cross Stitcher or from Country Sampler, Spring Green Country Sampler. But postage is quite high from those places, and 123 Stitch stocks very few. They have a couple, but they're not a stockist, and I don't know whether that's to do with them or Brenda, who knows. So yes, so she sent me all of this, and I don't know why I haven't started it yet. I don't know, I think it's just, you know how there's like so many shiny things. So I am looking forward to this so much that I might even make it my first of the day. Because she sent me and this is also Winter Brew by, did I call it Winter Brew? Yeah, Winter Brew by R&R. They're the colours. Because she sent it with the overdyes and the fabric. So kind. And this is the one that was the Just So Sherry. This is the one that I tried to print, having not put anything into the printer. So these are the two that are going to make up the other two of my 12 and 12. What else am I going to start? Well, on the first, there's also a couple. I have got the hands-on design Christmas folk that me and Rachel are going to start. I'd like to start that on the first. Whether I get it done or not, I don't know. And I don't think it matters really, because we're not we've just divvied up the stitching per month, so as long as it gets done that month, we haven't got a hard and fast rule about when you do it. So I will be starting this as soon as I can. I will also be starting my first Blackbird for myself and Sarah, and I have decided to do Mon Petit Exemplaire. I decided to do that one. I think that's dead sweet. And this will also be my blessing sampler as well. So I assume, right, I haven't looked it up, but I assume Mon Petit Exemplaire is my little sampler. So that is perfect, and it's what Sarah suggested, that we could do it as a blessing sampler. So this is the one I have chosen to do. I forgot to sort out the hashtag, but it would be great if you join us. If you do, tag me, tag Sarah Stonehouse on Instagram, and let us know how you're getting on. And next week I'll tell you what the hashtag is when I remember to work it out. So yes, and this comes from the Ooh La La book, because that's the other thing I need to plan. I need some. I'm very, very tempted to take off Monday and Tuesday from work, because I'm off Wednesday anyway, but I need some days to organise my stuff. I've got that much stuff that's coming up that I need some time to organise my craft room again and to get just everything in order to start the new year. What's the word? Productive. Yeah, organised. Organised. And the last one I want to start and will start, but this isn't necessarily a first. I just want to do it. I want to do it and get it done this Christmas. So I think this is going to be almost like a blessing sampler, where I just want to get it done in January, basically. Because, did I tell you, I've got like 3 extra pairs of arms on the way that I ordered from Amazon. I want to do War Lauren's War Flossabilities winter pillow, and I'm going to do it on this. I dyed this myself. It says it's home dyed, Rit dye. I think it's a 16 or an 18 count Ada. It was just a random bit that I came across when I was starting to try and tidy up this week. I thought, oh, that would be ideal for a pillow. So I'm going to do that and that, and I'm going to use Roxy Floss Winter Solstice to do it. So I'm doing it the opposite way from Lauren. I'm doing the light background with the dark thread. She's done the dark background with a light thread. So they're the ones. I mean, there's only 1 or 2. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm planning on retiring tomorrow. And then I can have a pyjama day every day. So it's weird. I keep looking at pyjamas in the in the reflection, in the camera. And yeah, they just keep like, Sherry, what are you doing? Like, in your pyjamas, in public. I mean, there's lots of them do it around here where I live. Don't do it as much as they used to. It was a bit of a hoo-ha where parents in England had started taking their kids to school in their pyjamas and that. And the schools had complained and said, we're trying to teach kids what's acceptable in society and what's not. You coming to school in your pyjamas is not giving them the same message that we're trying to give them. Please don't do it. So yeah, there was a bit of a, but yeah, I still see people in their jammies kicking around. And on that, in that great big Goonies. I haven't seen my man in his Goonie for a while though, have we not? Just realised. Yeah. I wonder if she's kicked him to the curb. I don't think she will have. She's a lovely girl. She is a lovely girl. I'm reaching for something like for the next thing, and there's literally nothing there. Look, I have got an empty bit. So there's nothing there. So normally I would say, well, forward plans. Well, you've had all of me forward plans. So this will be the last floss tube of 2025. Thank you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving it a like. Thank you for subscribing. I'm grateful to every single one of you, because I know it takes time and thought and effort to actually do any of these things. I am genuinely, it's lovely. It really is. It makes my heart all warm. It really does. And I look forward to talking to you, which I know sounds bonkers, but because I watch FlossTube and I know what I feel like when people talk to me, or they talk as if they're talking to me, and it feels like they're talking to me. And I know other people have said, when you're going through like tough times or whatever, it's nice to sort of have something that distracts you or gets you out of your own head for a little while. So yeah, I do feel like I'm chatting with you. Actually chatting with you. At some point I will go back to going to retreats when I decide to start and leave the house. And I might meet a few more of you, and that would just be so lovely. Massively grateful for everybody who leaves comments. You've become my mates. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. You know, I see the comments and I'm like, oh yeah, there's Justine, yeah, there's Ingrid, there's Dawn, you know, all of those, Wendy, just like, oh, you're right, yeah, you're right. And that is what it feels like. It's just lovely. Really, really lovely. And I'm very, 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 very grateful. So without further ado, my final thought of the year. And I know I said we were doing it about Christmas, but I think today's is going to be with the new year in mind. And this is from, I hope I pronounce it right, Seneca. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Bye for now.